So let's take a look at replacing string parts. Okay, so if I use str.replace, this is a string method. So it's used like this, string.replace, and then the parameters. And there are 3 parameters. 2 of them are required. Okay, so this is the first time that we've run into something, a function or a method, that has multiple required parameters. Parameters are separated by commas, okay? And there are 3 for this: old value, new value, and count. The old value is what's the thing in the string that you're looking for. It must match exactly that. Uppercase, lowercase, white space, all that stuff. Because remember, a string is a string literal. So we're looking for literal, exact matches. So the old value, the new value is a string that you're going to replace this with. So it finds this and replaces it with this in the string. It is a return something. The original string is untouched. Okay, this is a return something method. Count is optional. And if you leave it off, it will replace all of these with these. So it'll replace all of the old values that it finds, if there are multiple, with the new value. If you put count, it will only do the first 1 or 2 or however many you put in there. If there are less than that, it will just do what it finds. Okay, so count is optional. So in this code, oops. Okay, so I gotta change a little bit here because when I copied, it copied some weird stuff. Also, I'm gonna fix the variable names. Okay, so also this is a bad variable name. I specifically told you not to do that, and then in the function reference, I allowed that to sneak through. So I'm gonna fix it. Can't be a bad example like on the 3rd class already. So, all right, so I like bananas is the string. We're going to replace bananas with apples. I'm going to add a little bit to this string, and let's run that. Now notice, in the first instance, it's an exact match. It gets replaced, and now it says, I like apples. In the second, it doesn't get replaced because it's not exact. Okay? Now, if I change this to lowercase, then it gets replaced. If I add a number 1 at the end and say I only want the first one replaced, then it only replaces the first one. You need to be careful because a string literal also includes spaces, right? So if I run this, what's going to happen? What's the output going to be? Who says it replaces both? Who says it replaces only one? Which one is it going to replace? The second one. Why? Because the second one has a space after it. And so it will match that exactly. But it replaced the space. So now my words are a little bit weird looking. Okay? So when you're doing things to modify strings, you have to sort of be aware of what you're doing and aware of what the result is going to be, because sometimes the results are unexpected. So that is replace. Replace is very handy.